everybody, it's Cathryn. My project today is using a Saleabration set. These two pieces are Saleabration pieces. The stamp set is free with a $50 purchase, and the dies are free with a $100 purchase. So $150 purchase, you would get both items, okay? Or can get both items. Saleabration has only till the end of February left, so we're running down, but these two are still available. I'm also using these dies. They're called Happy Little Things dies. This is an online exclusive set that's going to be available on March 4th. All right, so I figured I'd show you that. Okay, I also used for the greeting, I used Go To Greetings, Thinking of You, and Stylish Shapes dies for the circle. It's the second largest, which is about 2.5 inches. I just love this project. I think it came out the cutest. It measures, the box measures 2 1/4 by 3.5 by 1. Opens like this. And inside I had to get some fruity stuff. This is an eraser I got at Walmart. Reminds me of a little Starbucks card drink. And I believe it comes all apart if you wanted to, but it's a magnet. And the Fruit Adventure Tic Tacs. So I thought this went so good with the Toucan on there from the Jungle Pals. And you don't have to put the magnet in there if you don't want to, because if it's just fine without it. Okay, or you can put any kind of candy in here that you like. Okay, so please put my host code in for any purchases under $150, not including your shipping and tax, and I will send you a little something. Okay, we need for this project a piece of pumpkin pie cardstock that is 10 by 5 3/4. Okay, what I did for this is I started with the tree. What I wanted was this piece here. So what I did was I cut the whole thing out, or you could cut out half, whichever. And then I got a square of the Balmy blue cardstock and attached the tree to it, and I glued it down. And then I put my circle die on, and got it exactly where I wanted it, and taped it and cut it out. So then the whole thing was like a sandwich, and it came out all together. All right. Okay, so this, I just explained you what we needed for that. I cut 2 of the leaves out of Granny Apple Green. That's right here. Okay, I stamped the Thinking of You from the Go To Greetings, and I cut it out with this die here, which is available May 4th, an online exclusive Happy Little Things dies, and it says Thinking of You. I stamped it with Tuxedo Black, and then I'm using the opposite side of the Sunny Days Designer Series paper that I used a couple days ago. So we need 2 pieces that are 2 by 3 1/4, 2 that are 3/4 by 3 1/4, and 2 that are 3/4 by 2. All right, let me get my Simply Scored. All right, we're going to start on the 10-inch side, and you want to score at 1, 4 1/2, 5 1/2, and 9. Turn it to the 5 3/4 inch side and score at 3/4, 1 3/4, 4, and 5. All right, and you want to fold and burnish all your score lines. Okay, this can go either way, as long as the long way is this way. Okay. And this is what we're going to be doing. All right, so we're going to start over here. We're going to go to the first score line, cut it to the second score line, take off the bottom rectangle, and wedge the square. right, go to the next 2 score lines and cut them to the second score line. Get rid of the rectangle on the bottom and wedge the square. Okay, now we're going to take these 4 pieces off, and I'm going to take that score line right off with it, just right above it, so it makes it smooth for the flap. And you can actually get your sentiment out of one of these pieces if you want to stamp it on that and cut it out. All right, flip it over to the other side, and we're going to count to the second score line and cut it to the second score line, and then cut all of that off. Okay, go to the next score line, cut it to the second score line, cut off the rectangle, and wedge both sides of the square. Go to the next score line, cut it to the second score line, take off the rectangle and wedge the square. Okay, now we need a corner rounder, and we're going to round the corner of this end piece here, right, both corners, and round all 4 corners of these 3/4 inch rectangles. And that's what your cardstock should look like after you're done scoring and cutting. Okay, I'm going to use Stampin Seal Plus, but you could use liquid glue or tear and tape, and I'm going to put 2 strips on each tab, one close to the score line and one close to the edge. I'm just going to fold back any pieces that are over the lines that I want them on. Okay, and then we're going to take the score line and match it up to the side of that inner rectangle on both sides. And then on the other side, other tabs, we're going to attach it to the same rectangle, just the other side. And that is your box. There you go. Okay, so now we need our DSP. The largest pieces are going to go on the front, the top of the flap, and on the inside of the flap. And then these are long sides, these are the short sides. And I'm going to use liquid glue for this. All right, then what I want you to do is get a small circle punch and just punch a little finger grip. Okay, I'm going to close this and let it dry a little bit. All right, now we need our basic white cardstock. Okay, we're going to be using Tuxedo Black, and because this is a cling stamp, I have a hard time lining them up, so I just stamped it first and then cut the sentiment out, but I used Tuxedo Black for that also. And we're going to stamp our Toucan from Jungle Pals. Nope. There we go. And there is a matching die, and I'll be right back. Okay, there is our Toucan, and I'm using 4 colors for the Toucan. I'm using dark basic black, light pumpkin pie, light old olive, and dark daffodil delight. So let's start with the daffodil delight, and I'm gonna do all this part that's connected to his eye, but not the eye. I'm going to leave that white. It's like his belly. and up to the top of his head there. Okay. And also, sorry, the middle stripe on his beak. Okay. All right, now I'm going to use dark basic black, and I'm going to do this whole piece, including his two wings. Okay, and then I'm going to use light pumpkin pie, and I'm going to do the front of his beak and his mouth, including the inside. And then that last part of his beak, I'm going to use light old olive. And that's it. It's pretty simple to color. All right, now I explained how I got this circle done. So now I'm just going to do the leaves, and I'm going to put the leaves on with liquid glue. First I'll do this one, and then this one. Okay, then I'm going to take my Toucan, and I'm going to get some dimensionals. I'm going to put his feet standing on the branch like that. And then we need our sentiment. And I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of that. And then I'm going to make sure this is straight. I'm just going to put this on under the branch. All right, and then I'm going to get my box. We're going to put in our Tic Tacs. And I'm going to get Lemon Lime Twist ribbon, which is from the Petal Pink and Lemon Lime Twist ribbon combo pack. And I'm going to wind this twice. And I'm just going to grab both of them when I tie this. Has to go kind of low, and then tie a bow. Alright, and then when you open it up, it has some pretty ribbon side too. Okay, now let's get some dimensionals on our circle. We're going to put it towards the top and center it. Okay. And for the final touch, I'm going to use some solid gems, and I'm going to use the Lemon Lolly ones. I'm going to put a big one there, a big one right there, and then this is a medium one. I'm going to put it right on the bottom of the leaf. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, my email is below. Also, the emails to my shop and to my blog that has all of the measurements. Alrighty, please subscribe and hit the like button. And I will see you next time. Have a great weekend. Bye.